So hey girl, hey, welcome back to the channel. And on this channel, we talk about up-leveling our life, both mind, body, and spirit. And so today, I want to talk about or share with you some of my favorite makeup products because this is highly requested about some of the. So people wanted me to do a makeup tutorial, and I'm just gonna put it out there. Your girl ain't doing a makeup tutorial. That's not my wheelhouse, but I will share with you some of my favorite makeup products that I am just obsessed with. So I will share those with you in this video. And also today's drink, we are drinking Zivia, and we're putting it in a glass like this because I'm a little extra and I like to make things pretty. So Zivia all the way, and I'm always drinking Zivia. And if you're like me and you have a hard time getting full, sometimes I have a hard time getting full, Zivia helps. Either chewing gum or Zivia. Zivia is a really great way to make myself feel full. So definitely try it. Anyways, let's just get into the video. So I don't know where to start. I'm super excited for this video, by the way. I love talking about beauty and makeup, and honestly, I feel like I'm taking it back to Hippie Fit Mom. So if you've been writing with this channel for a long time, then you know what Hippie Fit Mom is. That's my alias that I started off with initially, which was my very first blog where I talked about motherhood because my kids were really young. I talked about beauty, health and fitness, and all that kind of stuff. And actually that's where my spiritual practice really deepened, was with that blog. I no longer have the blog, but I still enjoy these kind of things. So I'm really excited for this video and sharing with you guys some of my favorite makeup products. So let's just get into it. The first one I want to share is kind of what I use for foundation, and I really just use it mainly for like SPF, and it's this BB Cream Moist Beautifying Block Cream by Etude House. This is what I use on my face as like a foundation, a base. And it is an SPF 50, and that's kind of why I use it, but it also really has a great mattifying effect on the skin. So I moisturize very well. I shared some of the skin products in my previous video. So I do have a very, let me just say, detailed skincare routine. And so I can oftentimes look oily, and this does a really great job at like mattifying my face and blocking the sun. Obviously it's a sunscreen, it's SPF, well, it says SPF 50 plus. I don't even know what that means. Like it's more than 50, I'm assuming. But I use a sunscreen underneath this, and I use this on top of it. And in my other video, I also shared what I use as concealer, which is I forgot what it's called, but it also is an SPF 52. So I'm big on sunscreen, and this is what I use as a base, but I don't use it a lot. I actually just kind of dot it real lightly and just spread it out, real thin layer, because at this point in my life, I kind of don't want like the full coverage look. I want more of like a skin, like where you can still see my skin. So I use this in certain areas where I'm having a breakout or something like that. So definitely like this. Let me see if I can let it get in focus. I don't want to edit this, but it's the Etude House BB cream. So the next one that I want to share is actually, I sometimes mix this with the Etude House BB cream, but it's the Dial Skin Tint SPF 20 medium coverage skin tint with amino peptides to brighten and enhance skin tone. And this is the color, what color is this? Miami. Now this is really dark for my skin tone, but I use it more as a bronzer. So I use it on the perimeter of my face, just to give myself a little color, because not oftentimes, I'm very pale. Like I'm very pale because I use a lot of sunscreen and stuff like that. So I'm very pale, and so this actually helps in bringing color back to my face when it comes to wearing makeup and stuff. So I use this, and I really love how light it is. It's very skin-like and light. I don't like heavy foundations on my skin anymore like I used to. So it's very light, and in days like this, it's summer and it's really hot outside. It just does so well. So I don't use it on all of my face. I just use, because it's a darker skin tone, I use it around the perimeter of my face, so around the jawline and the perimeter of my face, and I use more of the Etude House on the interior part of my face. But this is another great, kind of pricey, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of pricey, but well worth it. Even the lighter tint is great too if you want to use it on the interior part of your face, because it brightens your skin so beautifully. I used to use the lighter one, but this is pricey. So having like the brighter one and the one I use on the perimeter of my face was just like too much for me. So I just use this on the interior, and because this is a lot more cost effective, and then this one on the perimeter, and it does so well. And so another thing that I wanted to share in this video is bronzer. I love bronzers. I love adding color to my face. Like I said, I'm very pale, like I'm kind of Casper, so I'm very, very pale. So I love to add color back to my face. And so one of my favorite bronzers that I just learned about, because I've used bronzers for so long, I mean, I love bronzers, but this one is the best one I've found so far. I've used high-end bronzers, I've used lower-end bronzers, but this one to me trumps all of them. And it's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I don't know if that's a color, it just says bronzer 6676. I guess that's the color, I don't know. I actually tried it in like a sample palette, and I fell in love with it, and I had to get the full size, and it's amazing. I use it for contouring, I use it around my perimeter of my face, I contour my nose, contour my eyes, like I use it under my eyes to do a crease on my eyes. I use it for everything. It's amazing. It goes on so flawlessly, easy, and it's called butter bronzer for a reason, because it goes on like butter. Like, it really is one of the best bronzers as far as color goes that I've ever found, as well as how it applies to the face. I've used like Tarte, I've used very high-end, bronzers, and I've used drugstore bronzers, and this is a drugstore bronzer, but it can be, sometimes bronzers can go on patchy and things like that. This just goes on so beautifully. And if anything, if I were to travel, this is definitely like if I had to choose like 5 products just to travel with, because I had to travel light, this is definitely one that I have to have, because you can use bronzer for mostly everything, like eyeshadow, contouring under your eyes to give you some dimension, contouring your nose, the perimeter of your face, giving yourself some color, just looking alive, these kind of things. So bronzer to me is just something that is definitely part of my arsenal. This one, amazing. Like I said, the application, the color, just the way that it looks is just beautiful. Definitely would recommend this bronzer. And so another thing that I use, it's kind of like a bronzer too, and just to add more color to my face, because I'm just big on adding color to my face, is this Hourglass. This is a blush, but I use it like a bronzer. I mean, it's similar. So it is Ambient Lighting Blush, Mood Exposure, and it's the Hourglass one, and it looks like this. It's beautiful, like the way that it goes on. The color is very pigmented, very beautiful. So I don't apply, I just apply it with a big fat brush. I don't know much about brushes, but I just apply it like down the center of my face, like on my nose, and then I go out this way. So down here, out this way, and then I contour with the bronzer, like my nose, after I did this, because I just want to add color to my face. I'm always wanting to add color to my face, and this just is so beautiful. And again, it just gives me a nice, beautiful flush, you know, a natural looking bronze flush look to my face. I love this blush, and this is a little pricey. It's I mean, depending on how you look at it, but this is Hourglass. It's more of a higher end blush in my opinion, but it's something that honestly lasts, and this is something that I would want as part of my 5 products if I'm taking somewhere, because to me, adding color back to your face and looking alive and vibrant is so important when it comes to the overall look. And so yeah, definitely would recommend Hourglass blush, mood exposure. Another thing that I just wanted to share with you guys, and this is like no secret when it comes to eyebrows, but I do use Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, and I use color Granite. I just like darker brows. My mom says that I should go lighter, and that's all preference, but that's what I use. And honestly, I don't think that I can use any other brow pencil. I mean, I've used NYX, I've used all sorts of things for my brows. I cannot use anything else other than Anastasia. That's it. That's what I use for my brows. That's what I'm rolling with. Unless, I just can't see anyone trumping it. I'm just be honest. I can't see anyone trumping this product. So this is what I use for brows, and definitely would recommend. And so another thing that I wanted to share in this video is this lipstick, and this is from Butter London, or what is it? Let me see. It doesn't say London Butter or Butter London, but it's this beautiful, beautiful color. This is Lucky, and this is what I'm wearing today. And I just love London Butter or Butter London, whatever it's called. I love their glosses. I love their lipsticks. They're a little more pricey, but definitely worth it. I mean, it lasts a long time, and I would definitely recommend. I love this color and this brand. And so I'm also, when it comes to lips, I'm using LA Girl. What is this? I'm almost out, obviously, like, you know, but this is my favorite lip liner, and this is Sugar and Spice, and it's like a brownish color, and it just really gives your lips dimension. And for me, I just feel like I have to have a lip liner. Like, I'm not one of those girls that can pull off not wearing lip liner, because I just feel like I need the definition when it comes to my lips, because they are more on the bigger side, and I need the definition when it comes to lips. And so I have to have a liner. I cannot just do lipstick. I don't see how people do it. I mean, everyone's not created the same. Obviously, we are all unique, but I need a liner. And so I use LA Girl, which is very cost effective in my opinion. And it's Sugar and Spice. And this is my favorite, and my go-to. And so another thing that I wanted to share that I feel like is something that is important for me, especially when it comes to like presenting yourself, is these rice paper blotting things. This is great for just getting rid of excess oils after you do your makeup, and taking away some of the shine. And I think that it just, for like putting in your purse, being on the go, especially when it's the hotter months like summer and things like that and you're sweating, these are just amazing to keep your makeup looking fresh. And so I like rice paper. Rice paper is amazing. Rice is great for your skin. And so using rice paper to keep your makeup fresh and looking nice, to me, is just the best way to go. The other oil blotting things to me don't work as well as like rice paper, because it definitely, this just absorbs that oil, but also keeps your makeup looking fresh. The other ones barely absorb the oil, in my opinion. So this one I take with, I have in my purse, I have it in my car, I have it everywhere. I have these things everywhere because it's just important, because you know, you do go throughout the day, you start sweating, you get more oily, and there's things in the air and stuff like that. So these just help keep your makeup fresh throughout the day. And I get these from Sally's. They're really, I think they cost like $4.99 and they last a really long time. So definitely rice paper for keeping your makeup fresh throughout the day. And so the last thing that I want to share in this video with you guys is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. And I use this to set everything in place. And girlfriend, this is amazing. I love Charlotte Tilbury. I love the sophistication of her products. And I use her setting spray to just set everything in place, and works beautifully and just melts everything together. Nice finish to your makeup, and spray it and set it and go. And so I use Charlotte Tilbury, and I love this product, and it's just been working beautifully for me. And so I would definitely recommend this product as well. So that's all for this video. I just wanted to share that. I was actually wanting to go shopping, doing a little retail therapy, but it's so hot outside. So I'm gonna wait until it gets a little cooler. So I was like, well, let me just do a video real quick and share some of my favorite makeup products with you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. I do videos on beauty, spirituality, mindset, and up-leveling your life in every way. So if you're into that sort of thing, I invite you to subscribe, because I think you'll like it here. But anyways, you guys, that is all for this video, and I will check you guys in the next video. Peace.